So I'm Ekaterini from Cyprus. I'm 23 years old.
I'm Ayten from Cyprus too. I'm 23 years old.
The thing is, because I live in the south, I'm considered to be a Greek Cypriot.
And because I live in the north, I am considered to be a Turkish Cypriot. This project, this organization is my first time interacting with other Greek Cypriots, living with them, working with them, trying to create something with them, and I am loving it. I am loving it. It made me realize that we can actually live together. And, if we can do it in here, why can't we just do it in our island too? Why should we separate it? It is important for both communities to realize that we are not that different. We're just from the same culture. It's just, we might just have a little bit of language barrier, but that's just
it's
it.
not a little bit. It's just, I think the only barrier is the language. I mean, if you think about it, if the youth could communicate and had a mutual language, that would be great. But because of the conflict, kids stop learning each other's language, and now it's dividing us. People before the war and everything coexisted, and they were neighbors living in the same village, same city, towns and stuff. They used to know each other's language.
Yeah, they used to speak all three languages from the
Like
island.
your grandfather does.
My grandfather speaks all three languages: English, Greek, Turkish. Apparently, we have a common language that we use. We have 5,000 or 8,000 common words, something. Yeah.
But it's not known by people.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
not.
until you told me. Yeah, and I mean, ideally, if we were to learn each other's language, because what we speak in Cyprus is not Greek the way they speak it in Greece.
Yeah,
And
same,
the way
same
you
with us.
speak is not like they speak in Turkey, right? So after a few years, it could even be one language. I mean, taking the language out, we've got everything else that it takes to live together.
Yeah.
Because we are the same. We were born in the same country. It's just politics and conflict that they don't allow that to happen. It's
The
sad.
history.
Yeah. Let's just say that decisions about the future of Cyprus, they're made by people who won't be alive to see what's going to happen in 50 years. So instead of consulting the youth and what the youth wants, the people who are actually going to live through that period, they just do random actions not concerning the public. That's why people and boys go to the army. I mean, that's one of the main streams they use to brainwash youth. Because they're asking you basically to kill a friend, your neighbor, a person from the same country as you. The more urban the area is, the more fascist the people are, because I don't know, they don't get to interact with so many, people from the Greek side or the Turkish side or whatever. So if you don't get to know these people, then okay, you're gonna believe what they tell you at school, what your family will tell you, what, the worst things they went through, because okay, they went through a war. It's completely understandable. It's not easy and it's not pleasant. But we, the youth that we are alive now, that we were born in Cyprus, have nothing to do with that. It's not our fault. It's actually, some big politicians making a decision and then the rest should just follow. So,
But it has a huge impact on us.
yeah.
We're the ones suffering. The government is a bit more leftist right now, and President, he is actually trying to make peace. But before that, when I was a kid, I remember the government being so right and didn't want to do anything with Greek Cypriots, but still the society, the Annan plan in 2004, Denktash was president and he didn't want it. He openly said it, he didn't want it. But the support was so big to yes campaigns, like society just didn't listen to him. And he was the leader of the Turkish Cypriot community, but society just didn't listen. Right now it's the same thing. Like, I think it doesn't matter if the president or the parliament, if they're left or right, people just want peace.
I wasn't introduced to Turkish Cypriots. I don't know, it happened like last year, and we had this project about walking at the coastline of the island and, promote peace and that we want just to be together. And after that, when I was introduced, then I found out about so many projects happening around the island, and the youth, they're open-minded, and we just want to be united. I mean, forget about everything else. It's just a tiny island. We just want unification. As long as there are other governments involved, Greece and Turkey.
United States.
Yeah, and whomever passed through this island, solution is difficult. I mean, because you have to please everyone at the end of the day. And if there are many, it's impossible. But if it's just, the Cypriot parties, there is a possibility that they can actually do it. Well, first of all, I met Ayten and we became close friends, and we think about this topic the same way. And now I can actually speak with someone and have someone that we can actually work together and find a alternative narrative. Yeah. Find a solution to our issues. Not to the Cypriot problem, but at least for you, we can do something.
We can. Because I'm telling you, this is my first interaction with Greek Cypriots, and we're sharing a bunk bed. Yeah. How close can we get? We're on the same bunk bed, and we really are having fun.
Yeah. We want that gone. We want to be Cypriots. We are Cypriots. We feel Cypriots.
Yeah.
That's just another thing to divide us.
Yeah. Titles, identities. We're just Cypriots.
That's what we are.
I have Turkish title in front of my Cypriot identity, but I feel more Cypriot than Turkish, and I have more common things with Cypriots than Turkish people from Turkey.
Yeah, and I never felt Greek, not for a second. I mean, I don't speak their language, even if the basic is the same. Our is a completely different dialect, and I don't know, I was born in Cyprus, raised in Cyprus. This is my country, this is who I am.
Yeah. Why would I take someone else's identity
and put it in front of mine?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I believe that if we see it from, again, both communities, we have to use that term until we find a solution, right? But with open-minded people, we can actually figure out a solution about property, about currency, about everything that needs to be found for the island to be unified.
Yeah.
However, it's as we said, because other governments are involved, this is not going to happen anytime soon, I think. But we can actually figure all this out.
And it's just through communication, understanding, and to be willing to find a solution. If you're willing to find a solution, you can find it. But it literally goes through understanding the other side.
We can do great things together. Well, I found out that a lot of countries are in conflict. They have minorities. They have many issues. And people seem to dislike one community or the other. But because I know that there are people who actually don't dislike the two communities, and one community wants to be unified with the other community, we can actually work on things and find solutions like alternative narratives.
Well, with me, I'm a whole case. I'm returning myself to Cyprus, and I'm gonna be like to my friends, to the other people that are around me, like, wow, guys, listen, like, I've never been with a Greek Cypriot before. Like, we've never sat down and talked for hours, but for these 10 days, like, we did this, we had so much fun, we shared so much stuff, we became friends, and I'm bringing that experience, and I think it's the one that I am gonna treasure the most. Yes, I've been texting them to do it. Like, I've been saying them, like, do this, because like in here everyone came with their own communities. I have to use this. But it's only me that there is no other Turkish Cypriot in this convention. It's just me. But since the first day, like, they do speak, they have a common language. Everyone has a common language. When I speak, okay, Azerbaijani people and Turkish people can understand me, but still I have to change my dialect to make them understand me, you know. And but since the first day, I've never felt like, you know, I am alone here. No, you know, there's this whole big community feeling. So I always felt like, you know, I came here with my own community too.
Yeah, we're together.
Yeah.
We're Cyprus. I think for me it's, acceptance by people. Because you hear a lot of things like this community won't accept easily other communities and stuff. But coming here, this convention has almost 60 people from many different countries. And you see that we created a small community ourselves. So I guess that's breakthrough for me and what I consider that.
I told you I've always been more behind, a bit more skeptical when people were talking about these interactions. Or like, I am not sure like how it's gonna turn out if I, you know, even this convention. Like, okay, I was feeling so positive about it, you know, new people, new friends, Greek Cypriots first time, but still there was a part of me thinking, what if? Like, what if it doesn't go right? What if you don't fit in? What if you feel like an outsider? But no, that notion's gone.
Yes. We want a united island. We want the youth to work together for a better Cyprus, a unified Cyprus. We were divided by history, but we are and
United.
we want to be united by love. And a hug.